Scroll and soar, welcome back. We just read 1 Chronicles 7 through 9. Let's focus on chapter 9, 17 through 27, where we see these people called the gatekeepers. And these gatekeepers, they were not just door greeters in a modern sense at a modern church. These gatekeepers, they guarded access and order. They guarded rooms, even treasures inside of rooms. And really, they guarded the rhythm of worship in the house of God. Chronicles says that the gatekeepers were stationed on every side. They opened the house of God each morning and guarded what had been entrusted to them. And that their ministry, it was not about like judging appearances, but it was about protecting holy space from anything that did not belong in the Lord's house. This wasn't about like, are you wearing a ball cap? Do you got tattoos? Do you got a nose ring? Do you not have a suit and tie? This was not about that at all. It was about protecting the spiritual space of God's house. And God's people, we really need discernment at the gates, because what enters into the house can shape the worship inside of the house. We can have a church that has friendly greeters, and I believe our church does, and I'm sure if you go to a different church, yours has pretty friendly greeters, but we can have churches that do not have spiritual gatekeepers paying attention to the motives, to the ideas, to the spirits that might be being allowed into the house that will actually furnish it and hold it up. Some assignments in ministry, in service, look very ordinary until you realize that they are guarding holy things. So you might be a door greeter, you might be an usher, you might be a parking lot attendant, you might be a Sunday school teacher, you might be a worship leader or a pastor, but we have to realize all of us need to be gatekeepers guarding the holy things. So what does that look like? That means we got to pay attention to what we allow to influence the spaces God has entrusted to us. Do you have a responsibility over a space in the house of the Lord? How about your literal house that you and your family live in? That is a place that God has entrusted to you. So do not confuse being welcoming with being spiritually careless. Ask God for discernment to guard his house without judging by shallow appearances. We must remember this, that the door matters because what comes through it can shape the whole house. So what are you letting in? I'm talking about your spiritual life. I'm talking about your soul life. What are the things that you're letting into your own life that could actually be furnishing the temple of the Holy Spirit? This is a very personal, and this is also a corporate situation that we're looking at today from the book of 1 Chronicles. I hope that helped. Hope that was encouraging, that you are a temple of the Holy Spirit and you have the power to let things in. So let's let the good things in and kick the bad things out. Love y'all. See you in the discussion room.